Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. So today we're going to be taking a look at this smartphone right here called the DOOGEE Note 58. So this phone has nothing to do with like a stylus or a note. I think they just put that name in there for whatever reason. It doesn't have a stylus or anything like that from the best of my knowledge, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at it because it does promise some specs that I saw here. It was sitting in my cart for like a month now, and I was really impressed with the specs on here. So 8 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of additional RAM extension, 128 gigabytes of storage, 2 terabytes of extended storage, and then you get a 6250 milliamp per hour battery. And this is going to be rocking the 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐭 T7250. So this has Android 15 as well right out of the box, 6.7-inch HD display and 90 hertz, as well as offering OTG, NFC, Widevine for watching your Netflix and stuff like that. And then it has the 4G dual SIM mobile slot. So let's go ahead and unbox it. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to get it out of the box right now. So this is just my first impressions right now. So shout out to my brother for sending me the 𝐹𝐿𝐴 pen multi-tool. This is my unboxing knife I've been using for a couple of months now, when it's really solid. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down below, but it's really sharp. It has a bunch of tools on it. Anyway, let's get to the phone. So this is the phone right here, shipped from Amazon. Okay, so this is the box. This is like a green color with a black color on here. It says Note 58, like I was talking about. It has the dual SIM. It also has, DOOGEE is a company that a lot of people haven't heard of, but I want to give them a shot. I have used their Note, I think it was the Note 50, like a little while ago, and that phone was actually pretty good. So that was a couple of years ago now, but I wanted to try out one of their newer phones. So I had it sitting in the cart. It was only $115 right now at the time of this video, but it could go back up to $150. So make sure you click the link down below if you're interested in buying it. So let's get it out of the box. It has the, obviously the 8 gigabytes plus the 24 of RAM and the 128 gigabytes plus the 2 terabytes of extended storage inside of here. So unlocking smart wonders, affordable always. And then let's go ahead and take a look at it. So on this side, there's nothing. Note 58, DOOGEE, nothing on that side, nothing on the bottom. And then we actually have, just some stuff here in regards to like the SIM card. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box. All right, so that's that. We'll go ahead and lift it out the box right now. All right, cool. Let's see what comes. Oh wow, that smells like new phone. I love the smell of a new phone. So we're gonna unbox it right now. Let me take the top off. And it does come with some accessories. So this is everything that comes in there. You also get the accessories right here. The actual phone is right here. This has a case on it and it has some decent weight to it. So I'm looking forward to putting my SIM card in this and trying it out and testing it. So it has a familiar design. Let's go ahead and take a look at design real fast. There's a sticker on the back, which I'm gonna peel off, but it has like this natural color. And then they also have the black starry black color. So I got this color just because I have never used the phone in this color before, but you do get the TPU case right here. While we're talking about this, I'm gonna power it on, but there's a screen protector on the front right now. So let's go ahead and power it on. And then I'm gonna peel this sticker off of it. It has the DOOGEE logo, and then it has a bunch of numbers that correspond to the phone's IMEI numbers. So let's just put this sticker in here, or I'll put it some like over here, okay? Then where it says hi there, so that's actually started up really fast. You can see the display ratio is really nice. We have our wall brick, so I don't know what the charging speed is on this yet, but this is our standard wall brick. You also have your standard charging right here, type C to type A as well. Lifting it up, you do get a SIM remover tool, and you also do have your limited warranty, your manual, and your specification. So you get all three: your user manual, your limited warranty, and then your specification sheet thing. So let me get a little bit closer. All right, so let's put this off to the side real fast. Really nice presentation, and the fact that they did include the case is a nice thing. You also do have your wall brick and your charger. Viewing angles look pretty good. When I turn it to my face, they get brighter. The material on the back is actually really nice. It's like this matte finish. And then you have this really nice cover on top of the camera. You should get a 16 megapixel camera on this. Let me just wipe off some of the stuff that was on here. And as far as the design, here's our design. You got your volume rockers here, your power button right here. Nothing on the other side of it. This is all, it has nothing on it. They put the SIM slot tray right here with the microphone type C and the speaker. And then at the top, there's nothing. So there's no headphone jack on this device. Let's go ahead, and you would be able to connect your SIM right now, but my SIM's in another phone right now, so I'm gonna hold off. But let's go ahead and type on this phone and see if there's any haptics. Yes, there's haptics on here, and it actually feels really nice, good haptics. So I'm connected to the internet right now. It says right now, so it's getting connected. It has that auto brightness thing. So right now it's pretty bright. It does automatically let you know. What does this button do? Skip. All right, so we're already connected to the Wi-Fi. It says getting your phone ready. This may take a few minutes. And so I'll leave the screen protector on there for now. But the phone has like flat edges, but they kind of get curved with the more you go towards the edge. So that I like how they do that, because it gives you a little bit better grip, but it's still flat on the side. So it gives you like a really good grip in the hand. So you have a nice rounded corner to rest it on your palm when you're holding it, which is good. And it says if you want to copy your apps, you can. Let's hit don't copy. The bezel on the bottom of the chin is pretty big, but up top it's a little bit thinner, so it's kind of like uneven. The side bezels are pretty decent. They're not that big at all, so this is very acceptable. Then you want to enter a PIN. It could be 6 digits or it could be 4 digits. So usually I do 4, but I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll just do the 4 that I normally do. And then it's doing that auto brightness thing. So when I got into a darker light, it went dimmer. When you go into a brighter light, it gets lighter. So that's that auto brightness. And then it has all the Google terms and conditions that I'm gonna accept right now. And then we'll be able to take a look at the phone in some more detail. So already we're in the phone. So this is the main menu. Let's go ahead and turn it up. It's at auto brightness, but I'm gonna just leave it at full brightness and turn off auto brightness just for the sake of this video. So we do have NFC on here. You have dual SIMs, that 4G. No, I don't think there's gonna be LTE on this, but you have screen recorder, flashlight, your airplane mode, right, as well. Battery saver, do not disturb, color inversion, quick share, your QR scanner, screenshot, hotspot, night mode, and security check. So that's for checking more updates. And then you get additional options that you can drag up, like screencast, extra bright, hearing the devices, song search, focus mode, font, extra dim, things like that. So this actually looks and feels pretty fast. I think this chipset is really, wow, this thing is fast. and smooth at the same time. So I was getting a menu at the bottom, something about recent apps. It went away though. There's an FM radio on here. The way the phone is moving, it's zipping. Like for $115, the phones are getting really good at $115 price point. So here's my VPN, data saver, tethering, a hotspot. You know, you have your connected devices, so NFC, Android Auto, Quick Share. You also will have GPS navigation running on this as well. Your notifications options is going to be on here as well. Let me see something real fast that at the bottom, enhanced notifications, blink light, flash notifications you can get on here. This thing, I can't wait to put my sim in here because it's moving really fast. And I like that right away. I like that a lot. Battery saver, ultra battery savings mode. Battery percentage is at 89% right now. Storage, out of the 128, 34 is used out of the box. Obviously, you can see it has Android 15 right here on the bottom. And the Android 15 is using a lot of the storage. But you also have your RAM increase up to 24. So the RAM increase is turned on right at this very moment. So we could actually turn that off. Turning off virtual space, this device will restart. So we're not going to do that right now, but it is turned on right out of the box. So that's probably why it feels so smooth right out of the box. Then you have about phone. So when you go to about phone, you have your February 5th Android update available. And then you have the Android 15 view full screen, and then you swipe down from the top of the screen to exit. So there you go, the Android 15 running on a phone, this brand new phone that I've been looking to check out for quite some time now. So yeah, we're gonna dive into this in a little bit more detail, but this is just my first impressions. Other than that, they have a few more features that I want to show you, such as the sound, the display, the lift controls, the accessibility, privacy, and stuff like that. So lock screens, let's go into lock screens and wallpaper. So this gives you the option to customize it. I don't like the brown color, so I'm going to change that to maybe like blue and green, since those are like two of my favorite colors, and we'll just leave it at that. Obviously you get other colors here. Right now I'm using the button gestures, but you can obviously change the wallpapers right here. And wow, these wallpapers are solid. Let me set this one. These wallpapers are really solid. So let me see something change. I'm going to change the lock screen to something else. I think these wallpapers are really solid. So let's set this to the lock screen. And then wait, hold on. I just changed the wallpaper too. This one I want it to be my home screen. So I'm going to hit home screen and then set wallpaper. And then now it's done. So if I lock the phone right now, tap the button, you can see the lock screen right there. And then if I enter my PIN right now, I'm going to set up some fingerprints in just a second, but this is my home screen. So I changed it to, I'm going to change it. The wallpaper makes it look really good, but I have to change my lock screen and my home screen to be different. Right now they're the same. I thought I changed it, but this phone is moving really fast. It has all your Google apps right here, Assistant app right here. Obviously, you're going to get the Gemini once you set this up completely. Google Meets for phone calls where you can actually talk face-to-face with people. Your Play Store, the phone app, messaging app. You also do have your Contacts app right here. Chrome is on here too, so you can search the web, use without an account. Got it. So let's go into YouTube. You can see it's pretty fast. Let's type my channel just so we can get that up. And you can see how fast it's able to search. So I made a few videos recently for you guys to check out. Make sure you subscribe after this video if you're interested in budget technology just like this. But if you're brand new to the channel, do me a solid. I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you made it this far in the video, I definitely appreciate you 100%. Do me a quick favor though, just type down in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button. so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. So let's talk more about the, the DOOGEE Note 58. Like, let me go ahead and set up a fingerprint because I'm tired of typing in the pattern. So if you go into security and privacy, it says this all the time until you set up everything. So what you want, you have private space in here set up. You also have account. Here it is. Face unlock and pin. There's no fingerprint on this. So screen unlock, face unlock, theft protection. So let's set up the face unlock, asking for a pin one more time. And then it's just gonna ask for my face. I actually have a hat on, so that might be something that might be reflecting in this, but I'm just gonna leave the hat on and see how it does. It added my face to it. It already says that your face has been added. So it says looking good. So yeah, if you wanted, you don't have the option for a fingerprint on this. I guess that saves the cost of production. So let me see if it'll work. It says not recognized. That time it worked. So let me show you. So it's like, it's iffy. So if I turn this direction, it worked right away. So this direction, it worked right away. Let's do it one more time. It worked again. You can hear the click sound. So let me show you. It doesn't like certain angles. And then it just unclicked. So yeah, it's not showing on the screen for some reason, but you have your, let's go back to the last settings that I was talking about. So your face unlock is on here, no fingerprint sensor. You have your updates right here. Private space, this allows you to protect certain things that you want on your phone. And then you have allow extension, allow camera software extension, enables default software implementation of, HDR night and other extensions. This is pretty cool to have that in there. And then let's go back into system gestures. So obviously you can change the language. You could change the language for each app if you wanted to. Regional default. So right now, Fahrenheit is my preference. And then it says right here, first day of the week. You could change that of your preference. We're in the United States when it comes to languages. So that's already set up. And then the other thing is that we have gestures. You could do one-handed mode on here, activate that, but you definitely need to turn this on. So we're gonna do gestures and go back, and now you could do the one-handed mode and you could turn that on. So this is a really fast phone just from looking at it. You can make the power button your power button or your digital assistant. And then you have your updates down here that you can actually get. But it says currently up to date right now, and it's checking, and there's no new updates on here right now. So that's pretty cool that they do offer updates on these budget phones too. And then you have backup, so you can back up the phone through Google. You have your time zones on this as well. And it says right here, you could use the 24-hour format, but I'm gonna use the normal format. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is that you have gestures, everything is there. You have, let me keep going down. You have smart controls. So lift to check phone, smart motion, easy to answer and easy to pick up the device when it's ringing, and it'll weaken and the device will vibrate. Pocket mode. So this will disable touches in your pocket. So I'm gonna activate those. But you could just see how fast this phone is actually moving right now. It's actually really fast. The auto refresh rate is at auto, but it gives you 60 and 90. So let's just keep it at 90. And then the notch, obviously you can change that to the top area or the default area. So you get those two options. You also do get video enhancement. You also do get the option to customize the screen temperature. There's game space on here, which will allow you to game, and you can get high performance mode, which I'm gonna keep it on. And then you have SDR, THDR. Let's keep it on moderate just because I have to look more into what that means. screen activity 2 minutes. And so yeah, so far it's looking really good. But I definitely want to do some camera samples on this phone. I only have what's in the studio to work with, so we're going to use Roadblock for that. But you also do get your call settings right here. Click to tap to hear your sounds. I love the way this phone feels in my hand, and I love the way it feels when it comes to the touch response. So haptics are turned on. You can actually do vibrate when it's ringing, touch feedback, media vibrations as well. The phone, like I said, I can't stress this enough, feels really good in the hand, and it's operating really well with the UNOSOC T7250. You also have your media player options here. Notification sound, let's hear what that sounds like. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. Crystal. Flush of dawn. I like those bird sounds. These ringtones are really cool. And then yeah, so this is everything I wanted to pretty much show you guys in the unboxing. You have your default apps here as well. See default apps, so they use Quick Step as the default launcher. You could obviously change it here. You can add an app tray or not, but we have it at the app tray option. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this so far. It's got a 720 by 1600 display when it comes to the ratio, and it's using a pretty good amount of screen with the 6.75 inches on this device. So let me know what you guys think of the Note 58 right now. I'm gonna get into this phone in a lot more detail. Let me just check widgets. Wow, everything just feels really solid on here. Calendars, clock widgets. Wow, the clock widgets look good. You obviously have dark mode that you can use on here too, so that you can make it dark on the notification panel, but I'm just keeping it white just for the purposes of this video. And then all your widgets for YouTube, your driving widgets for maps, your notes widget. I always like to add this one because I like to make a lot of lists. So I'll keep one of those there. And then when I add the rest of my info on this phone, I could set it up completely. Okay, so I almost forgot. I actually wanted to do a video test. Let me show you. So this goes up to 1080 60 frames per second on the video. Speakers do sound a little bit tinny, but you could see the clarity is really good with the 720 by 1600 display ratio on this. Speakers are a bit muffly, especially when you put your finger over it. And it's only a single firing speaker as well, but beautiful colors coming out of this display. And pretty good viewing angles as well. Really good viewing angles too. Wow, this looks really good when it comes to the quality. Just audio, I would say, is average. So let's go into the camera. So you actually have HDR and auto flash. If you turn on auto flash, it turns off the HDR. You have beauty mode. You also have filters right here to play around with. When you go into portrait, they give you a bunch of modes up here to customize your face with. And if you're doing a facial shot with the portrait mode, which I'm gonna take a portrait right now, it gives you f point. Oh, wow, this looks pretty good. Let me turn off the beauty mode because I don't want it to be like a fake picture. So let me see, so you could turn that off and on by hitting this button. But when I had it on, I looked way too young. Like I didn't like how it looked. So yeah, this is portrait. Now you can mess around with the aperture by hitting this one, and let's do f1.4. And let's take the shot now. All right, so let me just get the brightness correct. You could tap the screen to kind of adjust the aperture. And let me go back because I didn't like the settings that I had it on. So I'm just gonna go back. Let's go back to the camera. And I'm just messing around with the front-facing camera right now, taking a few selfies to get used to it. This actually looks really clear. Let me show you. All right, let's take a video of my face now because I'm kind of curious to see how the video comes out on my face. I'm gonna flip it around to the front camera. The front camera looks really good. Let me say something into the camera without covering the mics. Hey, what's up? So this is the front-facing camera on the DOOGEE Note 58. Let me know how this looks. It's actually pretty dark in the studio right now, but I'm using studio lights to kind of capture everything. So let me know what you guys think of the front-facing camera on the DOOGEE Note 58. All right, so that's the front-facing camera. Hey, what's up? So this is the front-facing camera on the... Oh, the speakers sound pretty good. Now we're gonna do the rear-facing camera, and one of the things about the front is that you have you don't have stabilization on the front, but you can record in 1080 30 frames per second. And we also have the option to change the anti-banding. But on the rear, they give you a cool option. So if you flip it and you go right here, there's a video stabilization mode. So I have that turned on, and it goes up to 30 frames per second at 1080. So let's do a quick video. So as you can see, I have a couple of subjects right here. We have Roadblock from the G.I. Joe squad, and then we have Aquaman and Superman. I was able to get these from Target for like $2 each. So let me do autofocus on both of these. Aquaman, Superman, he's the gold version. It's kind of bringing back my childhood memories, but it does appear to be a little bit shaky. I'm not sure how that is going to turn out. Let me hold it with both hands now and kind of do a pan in and pan out. Now I'm going to use the zoom on here by swiping my fingers, pinching the screen. And this is 2.4. It goes up to 3. This is 5.6. You can see it's starting to get a little granulated. And this is 10 times zoom. So yeah, 10 times zoom is a little bit granular, grady. I don't know, that word is hard to say, but grainy is basically what I'm trying to say. It's very grainy. All right, so that's the front and rear. Let's take a few photos with the rear now on the 16 megapixel with HDR turned on. And then there's even a night mode on here. So let's just do a night mode photo. It takes a little bit longer to capture, but like 3 seconds to capture that. And I'll make sure I add all those photos in the video as well. But yeah, this is the Note 58 from DOOGEE. Let me know what you guys think about this phone in the comments. And if you're still here, just type down below, I'm still here. So I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Namaste.